I made a decision that I was created for something better. I made a decision to take charge of my life. I made a decision to stop making excuses. I made a decision to finally live my purpose.
What causes us to stop?
That is a great question. And there are a number of things. Definitely fear. Definitely self-imposed limitations. If we saw ourselves the way God saw us,
I tell you,
we would go through life fearless. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're supposed to go through life, because we can do all things.
Yes.
And once I began to understand that, it was like, woo! But back to the question, you know, fear, self-imposed limitations, doubt, lack of finances, and just low self-esteem happen to be the common characteristics that keep us from exceeding.
Whatever it is, you're bold enough, you're big enough to dream if you are intentional and deliberate about it. Now, there's some aspects of it that are going to be organic, but if you are intentional and deliberate, if you build it on Monday, if you build it on Tuesday, if you build it on Wednesday, I want you to understand that it's not going to happen by luck. Productivity is always intentional and deliberate. And on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no luck, guys. Every single day, if you do a little, you're going to wake up one day and your dreams are going to be a reality. You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, you've got all the books, you've got all the tapes, you've got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. And what separates you from everybody else is that when it's time to hunt, you're ready to hunt. Everybody's got lions on their profiles. Everybody talks positive about themselves. Everybody talks like you a beast. You dress like you a beast. You've got the cards like a beast. But then when it's time to do what beasts do, you back up. You got to get up and make it happen. I can, I will, I must.
How do you get to that next level? How do I get my business to the next place? How do I get other people to the next place? Look, if you want to get rich, you want to be really successful. When I say rich, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about a rich life, freedom, time with family, choices, get to do what you want. Look, if you want to be in business for yourself and free, you must learn to dominate. You cannot compete. Dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You know what? Most people are going to spend more time in their life working than any other single thing and not being successful. You got to be totally committed. Everybody agree? You got to be completely uncertain. You want $1 million? You want $2 million? You want $5 million? How much money do you want? How much success do you want? How much notoriety do you want? You want a New York Times bestseller? Why can't you have everything? Oh, but I'm 65. So what? Man, Colonel Harlan Sanders made all his money after he was 65 years old. He wasted the first 64 years. If you're not sure of your own value, your own goals, and what you want, the world will never reward you of what you want, your value, and your goals. You need to pressure yourself. You need to cook yourself. You need a necessity level way up here. When I wake up in the morning, I write my goals down. When I go to bed at night, I write my goals down. It's the first thing and the last thing I do every day. I've been doing that for 25 years. Here are 4 steps you must take to create the next level of success in your life. Number 1, you must get attention. You got to get attention. If you got to scream to get it, get it. What do these people have in common? Okay, there's Michael Jordan, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Oprah, a Navy SEAL, and my mother. You know what they had in common? This. Greatness has in common immersion. They're immersed completely in their environment. Number 2, they're dedicated, completely dedicated. 3, they have a total commitment. Immerse yourself, okay? You have to immerse yourself right now with reading, the right reading, audio programs, video. Find YouTube channels that are good for you. Immerse yourself with books, audio, video, daily, okay? You hit all 3 of those where I'm reading something, listening to something, and watching something. These are completely different ways to learn. Anybody can do this, folks. Anybody can do this. This is not about a college degree. This is about massive amounts of action to get attention for yourself, your brand, your company, your products, your ideas, your dreams.
Life is really, really short. And I think that we don't value and appreciate, our freedoms and our opportunities in our life.
The universe is yours, all right? And you need to understand that. Success does not require you to look out the window. It only requires that you look in the mirror. To be successful, you don't have to look out the window and, oh, where's my help? Where are the people that I need? All you gotta do is stop, look directly in the mirror, and the one person you need to blow up, the one person you need to be successful is looking right back at you. And if you're willing to make a commitment to that person in the mirror, if you're willing to look at that person in the mirror and say, I'll make a commitment to you from this day forward, that whatever it takes, I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it is you want to accomplish or whatever it is you want to do, you literally have to see it first.
If you're not trying to get out of your shitty situation, then every day you're choosing to stay in it. And you can't complain about being given the choice you keep making. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, change happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of making a change.
You know what's so funny? We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my boss. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. And I stopped being a victim. Stop saying, I've got to wait for good things to happen to me. And I said, I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power. Every single day, I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim. Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. I have standards. I have values.
Born to create laughter. I was born to inspire people to live, love, learn, and laugh, to not quit, but to follow their dreams to success. I was born to do that on stages and to speak to thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions all across the world.
What I really enjoyed about Sueham was that our kids from all backgrounds just soaked up her information. Her message is universal. It's not just for one type of kid. And so our kids really enjoyed her, and when they left the auditorium today, you could tell that they were extremely motivated. Thank you, Sue.
Sueham Entertainment.
And here's what I know. The people that I train, and the people that they train and transform their lives, and the people that they train and transform their lives. We're in God's pyramid. He said, the least that you do unto these, my brethren, you do it also unto me. And so the work that Shamir is doing, the work that Sue is doing, the work that Ruben is doing cannot be destroyed after I leave here.
But I guarantee you that if you are consistent and you walk this path, you will reach your destination. You might make a detour, there might be construction on the way, but if you keep going, keep the GPS set, you will be given an alternate route. Does anybody believe that? It's just like Siri. We are rerouting you. I will live and die by the dream. The same way they taught me in the Marine Corps to live and die by the sword, I will live and die by the dream. As they say in The Color Purple, nothing but death can keep me from it. I shall fulfill the dream and the purpose for which I was created. I am just that passionate about it. And because I started to inspire other people. That's what leaders do. Leaders don't set out to become leaders. Leaders just become. Did you get that? Become. They become leaders. Just like a seed has the oak tree in the seed. It didn't start out an oak tree. The oak tree was in the seed. It had to become the tree. Did we get that?
Sueham Entertainment.